Hello everyone, welcome to Coastcast. We're here at Coastfest 25. We're Bear Park, joined with
Neve from the Support Act.
Yeah, so here's our rendition of the Coastcast podcast. Here's our little segment, so I'm going to hand the mic over. Here we go.
And you guys have played all three Coastfests.
The hat trick.
The hat trick. How did today go?
Thank you. Yeah, it was really wet and it was good fun. We thought we played well. We hope the crowd thought we played well. You know, they braved the rain.
The real ones stuck it out.
The real ones. Like we say, you know, it started raining in like our third song, and the rain stopped at the end of our last song. So we're kind of annoyed about that, but it is what it is. And then we'll really get to see who the proper party people are when they stand in the rain. So
people will offer guest list too.
Okay, if you want to say that.
Is there any of your songs that you think actually suits being listened to in the rain? I know there's been some good moments over festivals where everyone's like, the rain was very well timed. Do you think you have one of those in the set list?
In the set list, The Other Way is definitely a rainy day song.
Isn't there a song that literally says the word rain?
Yeah, oh God, now I'm trying to think which song it is. Christ. Keep on smiling, but rain can't get a hold. And I was at that point I went like, yeah, in the mic.
Yeah,
I was like, isn't that funny?
Threw us off a little bit.
Yeah, but Keep on Smiling is a sunny song. So if I was to say one, it would be The Other Way. The rest of them are quite
a lot
happy.
of people kind of came back during Sleep in Cars.
Yeah.
Everyone was kind of because you said everyone should imagine they're on like a Hawaiian island or something.
Yeah, and everyone took that literally.
Yeah.
And everyone came back. Some magic, aren't there?
And which song do you think went down the best?
I would say, well, there's a few for me to be fair. Testify was alright. Sleeping Cars, I would say.
Yeah, I would just say Betty. It always goes down the best. It's the last song. Everyone knows the words to it. Like I saw, shout out Ben Harwood, shout out Elation, shout out the lads in those bands. Because they were in like a little group at the front.
That was when the rain had stopped as well though. So.
Yeah, and I just saw them all singing the words and like had the hands in the air like that, and I was like, yeah, boss.
And
Andrew Bartley.
Andrew Bartley, of course.
He was there the whole time.
Joe Bartley was singing all the words. Legendary Joe Bartley.
love Joe Bartley. And obviously, we've not seen you to catch up since last Coastfest, have we?
It would have been
Coastal Crawl.
Yeah.
To catch us up, what have you all been up to?
Not much. Writing
I think
songs.
This period of time will go down in history as the dry spell.
Who cares? Still getting some good gigs. Coastfest being a good example because it's always a great day.
You always need like a sort of couple of months to just see where you're at,
Yeah.
plan the future, look back and think what you've done. And now things picking up again. I think we didn't really do much for the past couple of months, but
Like 2024, we released an album and played like 5-6 shows with the Libertines. So it's like that's obviously like sick. And then when you kind of come down from that, you're like, oh well.
But now
So
we're
we're just kind of in the background.
Kind of where it was the next thing now. So it's
Yeah.
like this little period where we're just relaxing a bit.
As
Right,
every important band has ever said, big things coming. Oh.
Well, I was going to say, are we allowed to know any of the big things? What's the plan going forward?
just say it.
I don't know what the roadmap is. I don't know. I haven't seen the blueprints. No, you know, I don't.
We've got a few songs coming out very, very shortly.
Yeah, well, hopefully. But that's meant to be what's happening. And we're doing some stuff next month. Yeah, what can I say? It's all stuff that's meant to be happening, and hopefully it does happen. So keep our fingers crossed.
Music.
You know, music. Yeah, unpredictable. You see big things coming, then it's like a 4 or 5 month wait. So yeah, then it's small things coming. So yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to play a little game, if that's all right with everyone.
Yes.
It's a would you rather, and because we're at Coastfest, they are all based on the coast or festivals. The first one being, would you rather have sand in your sandwiches or a seagull pinch your chips?
Wait, once I was going home from work and I just got a brand new Greg's sandwich, fresh out the packet. a seagull smacked me on the back of the head, like really hard, and I dropped the entire sandwich on the floor, and then about 4 other seagulls nicked my sandwich. I know how that feels.
Are you enjoying this story, Adam?
So
The seagull was next to us and it knocked us on the back of the head. I'm taking the mick out of the way you're telling this story.
I would say the sand and the sandwich, because the seagull experience was.
I would say well, I don't know, the sandwich. Probably. Okay, I'll go with the sandwich.
I would say I would rather have a seagull pinch me chips, because maybe I've had a few chips. Sand in the sandwich is like across the sandwich, dispersed, and that's just like eating like gravel, and that's not good.
Yeah, because you're. Because
I eat gravel all the time.
Usually, are the seagull. You're the one that pinches our food.
Not really. Just because I used to work at Hollister and got paid nothing. Sorry. Can I have a pinch of them chips, mate, please? And you'd always give us them, so, you know. But,
I would never be bothered, mate. It's just the principle, really.
Sand in the sand. No, seagull pinch me chips. There you go.
Yeah, I would be the same. I couldn't have the sand in my teeth. That would really wind me up. Next one. Would you rather sleep in a field or a beach for the rest of your life?
I'd rather sleep on a beach. Because,
Hay fever.
yeah, and you could maybe get in the dunes a little bit and be
I
sheltered.
feel like with sand, it kind of molds itself around your bodies. It's kind of the perfect.
And then
mattress.
you know when to wake up because the tide's coming in, so it's like a natural alarm. You get hit by it and you're like, oh shit, gotta get up now.
Disagree because, you know, storms and that. Like when it
Storms
comes
happen on
into-
fields.
No, not yeah.
As
but,
well.
Like, we don't get that, so like. But in a field, it's just nicer, innit? Like it's gonna be nice weather. I reckon.
I don't think there's any discussion in it. I think it's just beach all the way through.
Beach.
Beach. Next up, would you rather be a world famous surfer, professional surfer, or Matty Healy's PA?
World famous surfer.
World famous surfer. Because
Leave that there.
what I would say is, right, what does PA mean again? Like personal assistant? Of course it does. Because when you're a musician, like, you've got that bit of thing about you where you're like, oh, I want to be the guy. I want to be good. I want people to sing my songs. If you're a PA to, you know, Matty Healy, you're just playing.
He just does his own thing.
You're like his servant. You're like doing stuff for him. When you're a world famous surfer, that's you,
No,
and that's
but
kind of
the
like
question
you're
is-
good. That's what you do.
The question is,
You're your own guy.
I feel like you've answered it for like anyone's PA, but it's Matty Healy's PA. Like he is mad.
I don't care. It's
I
Matty
think
Healy.
It's easy surfer.
Even if it was like, I don't know, like who's, you could say like Billie Eilish or someone who might be that rung
seems
higher,
quite chill,
or
though.
Taylor Swift,
Quite
right?
chill.
You could say that. Oh, you want to be Taylor Swift's PA, but that's like you're just working for Taylor Swift.
feel like Matty-
World famous surfer, you're your own guy.
I feel like Matty Healy's a lot more work. I feel like Matty Healy would be a lot more work.
Yes, being a world famous surfer.
Exactly.
Because I couldn't really be asked to be any of the PAs, really. I just want to shred, you know, shred the waves.
Yeah. And last up, would you rather work at the Fish Key Chippy or a burger van at Leeds Fest?
We've had a few Fish Key chippies in our time.
Exactly, and then it's quality fish and chips, so I'd rather work there.
I would work in the Fish Key Chippy because I think it leads. It's rotten. It could rain. It could be muddy. You could have people off their faces coming up here like being a pain. Fish Key Chippy.
Everyone's sound.
Everyone's sound.
I remember I once went to the Fish Key chippy and I ordered spring rolls.
I think I was
about
there.
6 small spring rolls. It was just one giant spring roll. Do you remember? You were there as well. Yeah, it was just. It was just. It was probably like the size of this microphone. It was just one
Flippin' hell.
giant spring roll.
I think I've come to the conclusion I'd rather work at Leeds because it's only for the weekend. And I used to work in a chippy and you can never get rid of that smell.
Fridays must be horrible.
But Leeds Fest is grim. It's grim.
I went for one day to Leeds.
I went for one day, that was me done. What day did you go?
I went when it was Sam Fender, Catfish, Declan McKenna.
I did not go.
Stormzy. But I remember because the bus left at 1 or 2 in the morning, and I didn't really care about Stormzy, and I had to watch the whole thing. So yeah, just sat there tired. I was so sunburned as well.
Just getting too big for your boots.
Yeah, I just sat there, man. Oh. If you go, I think if you go, you have to go for the full weekend, or just don't bother.
We're hoping to go for the full weekend this year.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else, bringing it back to Coastfest, is there anyone else that you've seen that you've really enjoyed, or anyone you're looking forward to seeing today?
Wait, Michael Curran's Death Fiction's on right now, and he sounds very good. I'm excited to sprint off this bus and listen to him. 'Cause I did tell him at the burger van I was going to listen to him.
Yeah, well, we can hear him right now, can't we?
But also, I'm going to see Joe Bartley, Ben Harwood.
Then we're going to see Ben
Harwood.
and then Liam Fender will be on. We'll catch some of him.
Yeah.
Because there's a few clashes where it's like, well, that's just how it is. Huh? Yeah.
I think we've got the same sort of plan in our heads.
And before we were on the main stage, Craig Redpath was on. Craig was great.
And Lisa's were great too.
I think I heard
Dodgy.
Craig's bass player's tone, and I was like, his bass sounds good. And being a bass player, I can appreciate that. Yeah. Swathes of talent.
And as well, let's talk a little bit about Coastfest. You've been at all three. We've done the coastal crawls. How are you finding the change, like the expansion over the 3 years? Do you think it's cool?
It's been very good. I think what you call it? It's just like you see some of the names, you're like, oh, that's like maybe not people you listen to regularly, but you're like, oh, that is someone who's like a well-known name, and you're like, damn, they're coming to Coastfest. And like, John, who, like, how would you describe John, the founder of Coastfest, the main man? Of course, there's a lot of people contributing to it, but if we mention John, like, he was saying to me before how, like, everyone works really hard on it, and, like, in the end, like, it's not like they make big profits of it, they do it very much for the community, and it's kind of like, it's done for everyone's benefit, and it's just great. Like the youth stage and the Sunday for Sammy stage, having like them smaller stages alongside the main one, it's great. And you have so many people playing at the same time, and you've got so many options, and it's just great.
Like even though you've got like local musicians on, right, the caliber of it all gets higher and higher every year. Like the people playing are just like, even though we're still from here, everyone's so much better every single time we play it. So it's so nice to see. It's like
awesome.
The festival's growing and the musicians are growing. So
awesome.
I like it a lot.
Perfect. Well, I will let you go so that you can go and catch the rest of this set.
Oh yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us for another time.
Thanks for having us again.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.